Harvey's Toy Box today. We're going to do a bit of an unbagging, because it came in a bag. This is for the Spirit Halloween Proton pack, where you want to tie it into the Spengler wand. There are some sellers on eBay and on Etsy that sell the 3D kit. Now, I haven't got a 3D printer, although I've asked Santa Claus a few times for it. But going to Great Scott Prop Shop. Great Scott Prop Shop. Like, Great Scott! You know, that kind of. Is the one that I purchased this from. I think it was fairly reasonably priced on Etsy compared to some of the other ones that were out there. And I was a little concerned because, you know, you get some things that are 3D printed and, you know, let's face it, they're kind of cheap. That was batteries. But this one is, we're going to basically put this on right here on camera, and you're learning as I learn it. So it comes with the pieces. This goes on the Spengler wand, and this is the piece that goes onto the Proton pack. And I'm going to show you how that kind of goes here in a second. And then it comes with nuts and bolts, which is nice because there were quite a few of them on there that I saw that didn't include hardware. So that was kind of cool. It does use some Allen screws, some really tiny ones. So I have my Allen screw here, and this particular kit requires you to drill into your Proton pack, but it's the only way to do it unless you glue the snot out of it, which I don't want to do. So the first thing I want to show you here on the Proton pack is this piece right here, is this little guy right here. I've already removed that. This is the insert that goes in here just like that, and then there's 4 screws that go around it, and this is for the one that comes with it, that little dinky one that comes with it, and that just slides in there, which is another reason why everybody's putting these things on there, because it's just not authentic. So pop that baby out of there. Doesn't need to be in there. This is, if you look very closely at this indentation, that is for this inside piece, and then the outside piece. So this fits snugly just inside, just like that. 2 of the holes there at the top line up with those 2 holes right there, and then the other 2 right here. You still have to drill all the way through for those. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to mark our spot. And drill it. All right, so I'm going to snap that in. It fits very snugly. Whoever, this Great Scott guy, you did a good job, because I mean it's perfect as far as fitting in there, and I mean it doesn't pop out. You're gonna have to, you know, pry it out to get it any further out. And the only thing that I'm a little curious about on this is the fact that this piece here goes in at this angle. Now, I was under the impression that it should have been at this angle. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm going to install it just like it's supposed to be, but I thought it was supposed to go that direction so that the Proton pack kind of slid in there. Maybe it's supposed to be this way so you can pull it out easier. I didn't look that closely. Just going to say that. I'm sure somebody's yelling at their screen right now. No, it's supposed to be that way. Okay, fine. It's okay, no problem. All right, so here's Mr. Drill. You need a drill bit for this, and the drill bit size that you want to use is not the front one, because you got these nuts and bolts that need to go in there so that they'll actually hold. Let me pop this thing out because it's like I said, it's really tight. But there's 2 different size holes on here. You have this size where the head resets inside, and then you have the other side, which is the smaller point of it. So we want to make sure that we don't choose the bigger one, because then the nuts won't hold as well. We want to make sure we choose the smaller one like that. All right, so we're gonna, now that we know we've got the right drill bit, I'm gonna slide that back into position. And then, to your noise satisfying level, I'm going to use my drill bit. Now when I go in post-production, I will try to lower this if it's too loud. But I'm going to use just lateral right here into this and get it nice and smooth and drill through. And nice and smooth and drill through. And then I'm going to move the camera a little bit so maybe you can see what I'm doing. Because I know you're just dying to know. There we go. And then these two are really easy because the hole was technically already there. You were just popping through the other end. This one's going to be a little bit more. You want to move it around a little bit. Make sure you get that smaller portion of the hole. And do it to it. Now, don't screw through your finger, or don't drill through your fingers. When I was going through the police academy, one of the things that they told us after a couple of days, they were like, if you're making fun of the rules, it wouldn't be a rule if somebody hadn't done it. And that's something that stuck with me my whole life. So when someone tells you don't do something, it's probably because they've done it. All right, so now we've got that part done, and we're good to go there. And we've got, so we've got our little nuts and bolts on here. And we're going to just slide that first one through, give it a little twist. Let me move this around a little. Bear with me. Here we go. Slide that around on my little auxiliary table here. I'm just going to start that one a little bit and do that with all of these actually. Dump these out. And then put this one in. And then you might have to wallow it out a little bit. That's what I'm checking for. I always try to keep my drill bit in my hole really tight instead of making it too big, because you can always make it bigger. You can't make it smaller. I'm going to put my nuts over here and the other two screws, and then we will screw these in. Cue Ghostbusters music or something. The Bumblebee song. Now, if we did this right, then on the back side here, yep, should be sticking through. Sticking through right inside of here, which is where we're going to put the nut, obviously. So I will go ahead and screw the rest of these down, and I will pause it so you don't get bored totally out of your mind. Welcome back. Okay, so I've got this on here. I'm going to put the nuts on the back here in just a minute. By the way, this piece came broken on mine when I received it brand new from Spirit Halloween, and they basically wanted me to pay shipping to send it back, and I was like, just give me a couple bucks, and they gave me like 10% off or something. But all right, the next piece to put on here is going to be a, looks like the same Allen head, just in a different screw, and that goes in the other two holes that are here. I do would that this went all the way through, only because, you know, the Proton pack, you know, moving around can get a little bit heavy, or the wand can get a little heavy. That's why I was a little concerned with, you know, working with plastic like this instead of metal. But the metal ones, man, they want like 60, 70 bucks. That's crazy. Absolute crazy. All right, we got one more that we're tightening up here, and then we will see if it works. Now, I'm doing this live, if you will, and so great Scott! If it doesn't work, we'll learn it together. All right, so now it's on here, good to go. Here is and seconds before the big reveal, my other camera dies. So on the backup. All right, so here we go. So we've got the piece installed here from Great Scott on Etsy. Here is the Spengler wand with the piece that comes obviously on the Spengler's wand. So let's see, will it go on? Drum roll. And looks like the answer is yes. Let me spin this around here. So it's on. Not bad holding. Not bad. But there you go. So that is the Spengler wand using this bracket adapter from the Etsy store. That slides off pretty nicely. It's going to be interesting to see, you know, because it's plastic, you know, how long that it lasts, taking it on and off and on and off. But, you know, I don't plan on using this every day, you know, maybe on Wednesdays, you know. But, so there you go. There is a complete unboxing and installation of one of those adapters for your Spengler wand onto your Spirit Proton pack from Great Scott Prop Shop, and I will put their link down below. I hope this video served you well. Like and subscribe, you know the drill. Hey, we'll see you next time here on RB's Toy Box.